Hey everyone, welcome back to another lesson here on the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about how to remove those pesky little hijackers from your Amazon FBA listings in 2021. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in watching, be sure to stick around at the end. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, so the first thing that you're going to need is a trademark. Make sure you have trademark, get brand registry. Those two things help massively. If you don't know what Amazon brand registry is, we'll just go ahead and search Amazon brand registry. We'll pull it up. So Amazon brand registry is basically a tool that gives you enhanced features as an Amazon seller. Also helps you protect your Amazon brand. The only thing you need to enroll is an Amazon Seller Central account. You need to have a trademark. If you don't have a trademark, here's a quick way to get one. You go up to IP Accelerator, and this is basically going to be a vetted list of IP law firms that Amazon is offering to you as a seller. Now, when I started and I got my trademark, this did not exist. This program did not exist. This is relatively new. Not super new anymore. It's actually been out for a little while. But when I started, I had to do it the old way. And it took me like 7 or 9 months to actually get into Amazon brand registry from the time I applied for a trademark, because the process just takes so long to get published for opposition. There's all these things. But what this is basically doing is Amazon is saying, hey, if you work with one of these lawyers to get your trademark, by the way, it's going to cost about probably $800, I'd say. About what I paid for mine. But this is faster. So if you work with one of our lawyers, we know you're probably going to get it. You're almost certainly going to get this trademark. So we'll just give you the features beforehand. This helps you get all the features of having a trademark, but you still don't technically have the trademark. So again, if you're doing this solely for hijacker purposes and you don't care about the enhanced brand features, it's up to you whether you want to do that at all. So I don't think it'll help you there. And something that I just learned after this program came out. At first, it was almost seeming like they were going to give you the benefit of protecting it as well, but it doesn't seem that it works that way, because I'll show you why in a second. So I've just searched report IP infringement on Amazon. You search that into Google, you get the same link. Go to report infringement, amazon.com. This is where you would actually report your violation. So this is where someone's listing on your product and they are not the owner of the product. You're the private label owner, you own the brand, they can't do that. So here's how you would fill out this page. It's basically what this is going to be about. I am the rights owner of the brand. The primary complaint pertains to, it's going to be 4 options. So you have copyright concern, unauthorized use of a copyrighted material such as test photos, product designs, trademark concerns, unauthorized use of a word, phrase, symbol, patent concerns, or other concerns. We're going to use trademark concerns because that's what we have as brand registered sellers. You can use one of the other ones if they apply to you. You have a patent or copyright, it's okay. But we have a trademark. It means that we have a protected mark on all of our products that we sell. And we're going to bring that up very specifically in the next spot where we could add some additional information. I have 3 options here. The specific concern is a product detail page is unlawfully using my trademark. A product or its packaging has my trademark on it. A product is counterfeit. The product or packaging has an unlawful reproduction of a registered trademark. Now, I always claim counterfeit on my products that are being hijacked, because I know that I don't resell, or I don't sell wholesale to resellers. And I am the only one that can have my product. So I know if anyone's listing my product, it has to be counterfeit. I don't do sales, I don't do deep discounts. There's no way that they could have my product and they're reselling it on my page with my trademark. So I always claim that this product is a counterfeit, right? This is someone who's pretending to be my product and selling under my page. It's a perfect use of a counterfeit product. Imagine if a customer expects to get mine with my logo, my packaging, they see my imagery, my exact weave pattern, whatever we're talking about the macrame shelf here, whatever it is, and then they get someone else's who's even slightly different, and I get a bad review because of that, they got a counterfeit product. That's not fair. So in this case, I'm going to do trademark concerns and a product is counterfeit. Name of the brand, of course, you would enter your information here. We'll just do our little teaching public storefront here, Java products. Please provide your registered trademark number. And then have you bought the item and confirmed that the product or its packaging has your trademark on it? You could select whichever one. In this case, we haven't. You could select yes if you have the order ID for it, or you just select no. I've had just as good of luck with the no option. So I don't see the need to actually buy it if you do have a trademark. Additional information is where you can really start typing here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to type out a bit of a paragraph, and then I'll just pop back in because it's very hard to type and talk to you guys. Okay, we're back. I just typed out a little bit. Oh, looks like we have a little issue there. I just typed out a little bit of a paragraph here. Feel free to copy this. So input your brand name where mine is. So I said, my concerns are in regards to a seller selling a counterfeit version of my brand's product on Amazon.com. I do not want Amazon customers to receive this counterfeit product and have a negative, this is supposed to be shopping, okay? Shopping experience with my brand or Amazon.com. I am the sole owner of the brand and registered trademark Java products. I, as the sole owner, do not permit resellers nor wholesalers to sell my products. I have never distributed my product line outside of my own supply chain, so therefore any seller claiming to be selling a Java product's original product is counterfeit and should be removed immediately. Pretty simple. A couple of little nifty things that I did here. I said, I do not want Amazon customers to receive this counterfeit product and have a negative shopping experience. That's pretty powerful, right? Because Amazon's all about customer service. They don't want their customers to have negative shopping experiences either. Going on Amazon.com and buying something and it comes and it's the wrong product, it's not a good look. So that's going to help you in your case here. So one thing that you should know, after you put in an ASIN in this spot right here for the product that you are putting in, it might ask you to include the name of the seller who is in your buy box. That is the counterfeit one. And just go ahead and do that. But that's pretty much it. You're going to submit this and this should work. Keep in mind, this is a really important part of it, having some kind of government proof that you're the brand owner. So that's going to do it. That's how I would get rid of hijackers. I know this is something really simple, but it bothers a lot of people. So make sure that you get this done. As soon as they get on your listing, just get them right off. It's not that hard. So that's going to do it for today's video. Thanks so much for sticking around. Hopefully this was helpful to you. And hopefully now you have a little bit more confidence about what to do if this ever does happen to you. And maybe it sparked the idea that maybe you should get on that trademark if you don't have it already. This is something you could do preemptively so that in the future, if this ever does happen to you, you got it covered. That's going to do it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you next time. Later.